Hey everyone, it's Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. And I wanted to do just a little bit of a different video. Today I wanted to show you guys how you can take something that you already own that might be kind of at the end of its life and possibly, restore it a little bit or add the pocket back in that has ripped off or something like that. So what we're doing today is we are adding a pocket after we have to remove an old one. Now this thing here is actually just like a little clipboard and notepad holder that also in theory has a pocket. Let's actually move this into camera range here. That has a pocket over here on the side. Well, this pocket, you guys can't tell, it's kind of coming loose. It's not really useful anymore. There's also a pocket in this side as well so that you can slide in and out any new notepad. That pocket seems to be holding strong, but the one that you put all your extra papers and stuff like that in needs to be redone. So today I'm going to show you guys how to take off your pocket. So remove it because part of it's already kind of flopping around, and then how to replace that pocket. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you have a piece that already has, the pocket's already coming off, I would grab one of these like little spatula tools. If you guys actually have a really thin spatula in your house, that also works. Anything with a very small flat edge. You're going to see also that it's kind of sort of coming off here. So I just use my spatula and what's already coming up, and then you can just kind of run it under there. Your pocket's going to come right off. Okay, so there is our pocket. Let's go ahead and set this aside, and I will show you guys what we actually have. So this is our actual pocket. You're done with this little tool here. I was speaking with her. Back to the pocket, my bad. Back to the pocket. I was speaking with my friend and she's like, the pocket is great, but it needs to be just a smidgen thicker. So, which is really awesome, which is cool. And we can do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to the edge of my paper. This is Stampin' Up's crafting paper, like it's their crafting mat. And it's really great for stuff like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up my pocket, the bottom edge, or I should say the side edge here, and the bottom edge. And I have found that it is 7.5 by 7.5. Now she wants, she would like a little bit of a thicker pocket if possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a pocket for her that actually has about a 1/4 inch gusset in it so that she can fill it with more stuff, because that's part of the reason why this came off for her is she put too much stuff in it and she doesn't care about the color. So that's really nice, and I'm actually going to try to find paper that's going to match this eventually. I think I actually have some in my stash. But, so what I'm going to do is we're going to try to match that, but we're going to use this thing as a guide. So it's 7.5 by 7.5. So I'm going to need to cut my paper at 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Now I'm going to be using, this stuff is the back of a paper pack. Any paper pack works, whether it be Stampin' Up paper or Echo Park or whatever. They all have this like little thicker piece of almost shirt board at the back of it. That's what I'm using, okay? Mine is not the same color as hers. That's okay. Doesn't have to be. Now I'm going to cut mine at 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. This is apparently Candy Cane Lane DSP's back of theirs. Sorry guys. So if you look at your little previous pocket, I guess I'm going to call it, they leave you a 1/2 inch gusset or 1/2 inch tab here and here. So just like building a box, we're going to cordon off 1/2 inch. Sorry about that, guys. Grab your Simply Scored scoring tool. I'll do this on the other side here. And we are going to score. I'm going to suggest using the really fat point on your Simply Scored scoring tool. Go ahead and score at 1/2 inch. All right, this thing is thick, so just keep that in mind. Kind of go in stages. All right. Score at 1/2 inch. Rotate. And again, score at 1/2 inch. Now I'm going pretty slow and I'm pressing pretty hard, just so you guys know. All right. Go a little slow, press pretty hard. So now that you have that done, I'm going to actually make the gusset for the pocket so that it actually pops out a little bit more than before, so she can stick more stuff in it. I'm going to also go ahead and score it 3/4 of an inch. So do the same thing that you guys did for 1/2 inch. Go nice and slow. Now you can do these 2 score lines back to back if you so wish. But if you wanted to make the same size pocket, I wanted to show you guys how to do that. And go all the way down. Now you guys probably can't see my score lines because they're on white. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Now I'm going to fold and burnish both of my score lines. I'm going to do the 3/4 inch score line first. And I'm being nice and firm. And now I'm going to go with my other one. Okay guys, so we are at the stage where we need to cut out this little corner edge right here. So grab yourselves a pair of scissors. And I originally just cut out the 1 square. Don't do what I just did. We're going to come up all the way up here. We're going to cut at an angle across that. If you guys have possibly a longer pair of scissors, this might be a little bit easier. I'm going to try the longer pair. Just cut at an angle. Not too steep of an angle, but an angle. Just straight across. Okay? You're going to come out with a piece. So let me put it on here so you guys can actually see what it looks like. That looks like this right here. Okay? It's going to be like a little triangle. All right? So you want to take that whole triangle off. Okay? So that it looks like this. So when you fold it and you stick it down, you're not going to have all that bulk in that corner. It's not going to hold everything in place, but you're not going to have all that bulk in that corner, which is going to be really, really nice, okay? Now, to get this nice curved edge that we have here, I am just going to line up my piece with the edges, all right? And I'm going to take a pen, oops, without trying to move it. There we go. So I line up the score line on my original pocket with the 1/4 inch score line on my new pocket. Okay. I'm just going to draw around and we're going to cut that out. This is not a complicated process, guys. I'm just going to take it straight up. You guys may want to choose to do this in pencil because I may have to go back and trim mine just a little bit. Okay, everyone, so I went ahead. This is my trimmed version. Now I just trimmed off a little bit more of my pen line because I went on the outside of my pen line, not the inside of my pen line. And you'll see that we have 2 pockets that look very similar. This one's a little bit larger because we have that extra gusset in there to make it a slightly bigger pocket. Okay? Now let's go ahead and attach it. So we're going to set that off to the side. Get rid of my extra pieces. Now on your large 1/2 inch flaps, you are going to want to grab either 1/4 inch tape or what I like to use this 3/4 inch tape. Okay? And you're going to want to run that along your lovely, I don't know why my mat keeps moving, your edge of your pocket. Now, this is sequin tape, tear tape, red line tape. They both work, just to let you guys know. This is score tape. They're all the same, to be honest with you. They all work about the same. So, there you go. Now, I always take my ruler and reinforce my tape. And before I'm going to actually attach this to my project, now I want to ensure that's going to stick on that edge and as well as this edge a little bit. So, all right, I fit pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to peel back the edge of my score tape so you get that protective layer. Anything that folds over your edges, you want to fold those things back in. Same thing with this side. You want to make sure nothing is hanging over your edges. Okay. And then you want to very carefully, and if I get my head in the camera, guys, I am so sorry, but I want to do this right. I'm going to carefully line up the edge of your pocket with the edge of the board. Just kind of go over it a couple of times. That ensures the stickage of your tape. Did you guys like that word, stickage? It was a good word. Then you want to come down here and very carefully attach your bottom. Again, lining it up as best you can. And I go back in with my bone folder. You guys have a longer bone folder, that typically works. Sometimes I'll use the edge of my scissors. My scissors are a little too thick for that. All right, so that is how we replace an existing pocket, or if we want to change the gusset in our pocket, the depth of our pocket, how we do that as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this really cool, fun, quick little thing project today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys liked this video and would like to see more like this, please go ahead and subscribe. This is Mel from Cardstock Concoction saying thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.